Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yakshore Outdoors. Today, I came to the realization that even though we're hunting these big trophy catfish, it's not always as easy as we might think it is or might claim that it is. You know, we as anglers try to think like these fish, try to put ourselves in their mindset. You know, if they're big old fish, they want to be left alone, they want to be around food that's easy to get, they want to be in cover, they want to get out of the heat, stuff like that. But just because we think that way doesn't mean they actually will operate that way. I mean, they are fish, they are sentient beings, they are animals with minds, they do have their own mindset, they do think things. So to be a good fisherman, we try to put ourselves in their shoes as often as possible. It does not always work out that way. You know, the last couple trips I've had with Daryl and with Bob both, we've spent a good portion of the day, if not all of the day, trying to figure out something that they want. Some days it's been drifting chicken, some days it's been drifting skipjack, some days it's been anchoring in a deep hole. You know, it's not been consistent, and that's something that a lot of people don't talk about, especially later in the summer when it comes to fishing in general, but even more so when it comes to catfishing. You know, a lot of other fish, especially the more aggressive, more active species such as bass or striper or striped bass, I mean, all those fish typically will chase bait fish all year round. So if you can follow the bait fish, you'll find them. Now, granted, I'm not saying that finding bait fish won't find you catfish. What I'm saying is there is going to be a point where catfish are known for just sitting there the whole day not doing anything with lockjaw. With that being the case, you have to try different methods of things, different ideas, different times of day. You know, a lot of people have a lot of success at night, summertime fishing for catfish. You're gonna have some people that randomly catch some during the day. You know, we've caught several nice fish. We've caught several 20-pounders. I know Daryl's caught a couple that were bigger than that in his boat. I know Bob's caught a couple bigger than that in his boat. But I also know people such as Mike from Fishing with Big Mike, who fishes exclusively at night on live streams, and he catches a good amount of catfish as well. So just because a train of thought is considered to be common or ideal does not mean that it is truly the way to go, and does not guarantee it's going to have you catch fish. Remembering that, I encourage you guys not to get discouraged while fishing. You know, you have to put time on the water, you have to have baits in. That's the number one way to not catch fish, is to not even try, right? So put those baits in the water, be out there as often as you can, and do what you can to catch fish. And that goes for any species. Like I said, recently I've been going for some catfish. One, because it's hot and I've been kind of lazy, I'm not going to lie, and it's just an easier way to fish sometimes. But at the same time, you know, I've been going with my friends more. I've had a lot on my mind with my daughter being in the NICU and stuff like that. You know, it's a rough spell. Everybody goes through that in life. So I've been trying to take it easy and relax and go fishing with them, and they like to catfish. So I've been doing a lot of that lately. But it just goes to show that even when you're fishing with people that know what they're doing, it does not always work out. So do not get discouraged. Make sure you go out there, make sure you fish, because the only way to get better, the only way to find fish, and the only way to catch fish is to actually be out there catching fish. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. I know it's not really been that much of an episode, just more of a realization, and I just want to be real with you guys, because this channel, when I started it, was to help people catch fish. And one of the biggest things to deal with is the fact that some days you just don't. You know, my dad always told me it's called fishing, not catching. We enjoy the catching part of it, but sometimes there are some days where it's just the fishing part of it. So keep that in mind. Make sure you get your line wet, and we'll see you next time on Yakshore Outdoors.